Hey friends, welcome to this evening gentle yoga practice. It's going to be a little rhythmic, but we're going to stay low to the floor, and this will help you ground during Vata season. So stick around and we'll get started. Hey friends, welcome to your yoga practice this evening. I'm joined by my beloved partner Nick, and he's going to be playing some handpan. We're at the river. It's really beautiful and just toward the beginning of October. And so the days have been pretty warm and sunny, but the nights have been really cold. And so I'm actually ready for a little bit of that foggy, moody season. So before we fully get there, we're kind of embracing the end of the sunshine. So for this practice, just go ahead and find a mat. You can have optional blocks if you'd like, and a pillow, and let's get started. So go ahead and lie on your back. Place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, bending the knees so the feet are flat on the floor. And then start to press your low back into the floor. So there's no arch here. We're gonna kind of curl the pelvis so that the low back is flat on the mat. Spread your toes nice and wide. And then spread your shoulders wide so you really feel that nice solid foundation here on the earth. We're just going to take 3 big deep breaths here. So exhale the breath out. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Feel that fullness. Exhale, release for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Empty out completely. Last one, deep breath in. 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. Exhale, sigh it out for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to a normal, natural breath. Start to let your bones rest. So what I mean by that is any sense of holding or being ready for action, we're gonna let that go. So you're just gonna let your bones melt on the floor. Let your forehead soften, let your jaw unhinge. Just become a little bit softer here. And so if you really need this time just to lay here, you could still listen to my voice, and this is still the yoga practice, just to carve out that space and time for yourself, just to be mindful, just to be present with your body. One more breath. Walk your heels in towards your sit bones. We're just gonna start with the hips. So you're gonna keep your hands on your body and then press your heels into the floor. Lift the hips up as you open the chest. Squeeze your buttocks. Exhale, come back down. Once you touch down, inhale, come right back up. Exhale down. And now bringing the arms along for the ride. Inhale, rippling up, up, up. Exhale, flow it down. Just let the hands kind of fall like a waterfall or like rain. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fall. Inhale, lift. lift and reach. Hold here on that breath in just for a moment. Exhale, fall. Pause here. So this practice today is all about grounding Vata. What is Vata? Vata is one of the 3 Ayurvedic doshas, and out of all 3 doshas, which I can get into in another video, Vata tends to go out of balance the most. We are also coming into the season of Vata during fall, and so it's an excess of air and ether. When we have too much air, it can cause physical symptoms, but it can also cause a lot of racing thoughts, anxiety, insomniac issues, all of that kind of too much going on up here. So we're bringing things down, we're grounding things toward the floor. Go ahead and come on up to a seated position, Sukhasana. Bring the hands toward your heart, bow the chin in. Feel your sit bones getting nice and wide and rooted on the earth. Take a breath. And just go ahead and imagine your sit bones growing roots into the earth below you. So even if you're inside, just imagine a root or a couple of roots starting to form and growing down, down, down into the earth below. As you breathe in, as the roots start to touch deep into the soil, as you breathe in, you're drawing that earth up into your body. Exhale, release down into the earth. One more like this. Inhale, draw the earth up into your body through these roots. Exhale down. You want to keep that root imagery going the whole time. So we're going to start to move a little bit. Reach over to the side, keeping both sit bones on the floor. And really allow that bottom elbow to bend here. Breathe, inhale, open the chest. And then exhale, we're going to round all the way to the other side. Inhale, open. Keeping, again, your roots down. Shoulders are relaxed as you peel the chest open. Breathe here. Exhale. And we're just going to go side to side a few times. So find your own flow with this. Inhale, we're opening. Exhale, we're dropping the chin and switching sides. So if you want to make this more elaborate, go for it. If you want to make it really simple, I invite you to close your eyes if that feels good and just feel the sensation from side to side. Your sit bones rooted. Maybe growing a little bit deeper on each side as you switch. Maybe getting that neck involved. Beautiful. One more on each side. And then spiraling the arms up, hands and knees. We're going to spread the fingers wide. And then just start to move the hips side to side. And maybe you want to do little circles here, almost like stirring the pot, stirring a cauldron. So really getting deep into the hips, into the low body. Switch sides. So we have, even though we're just in the season of Vata, I would say that our culture always has a Vata imbalance. We spend so many hours a day online. That's all Vata, that's all air and ether, communication through the interwebs. So we want to come back down and ground after all that time spent on our devices. We want to come back down to our bones, to the earth. And then feel free to start a little bit of a cat-cow here. As you breathe in, you're arching the spine and opening. As you breathe out, you're releasing into the earth, rounding here. Couple more movements. All right, you're gonna move your knees back a couple inches. And then you're gonna shift the pelvis forward. So this is kind of like a reverse cobra. Slowly, you're going to lower your hips toward the floor, and then slowly bring your belly down, your chest all the way down. Forehead touches the earth. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. And then come on up, forearms. This is called Sphinx pose. So my forearms are parallel. They're not out like this. They're in toward each other like railroad tracks. The fingers are wide. Gently, kind of just shift just a little bit the elbows toward your chest. Press your toenails into the floor, and then start to widen the collarbones into a smile. Breathe here. So focus on the pelvis, focus on that low back. These are all the root chakra. This is our primal, earthy, red, grounding force. So you can even think about the roots from the pelvis down toward your feet. A couple breaths here. Awesome. And then slowly lower down, press back child's pose. Knees are wide, toes come together, forehead to the earth. And so staying in your child's pose, I'm just coming up to talk. So as you're in your child's pose, I want you to imagine the breath on the exhale, moving down and out through the fingers, through the legs into the earth. And so any stress you're carrying, you're just gonna let it go through the exhale into the floor. Let's do about 3 more rounds of breath. And then crawl on up, hands and knees. We're gonna come into thread the needle pose. So pressing into the left hand, navel draws in just a little bit to support yourself. Right arm reaches up, stacking the shoulders, inhale. Gaze toward your top thumb, exhale, bend the left elbow as you reach the arm through, coming onto the shoulder and the ear. If that's not possible, you can use a bolster, a pillow, a block underneath you. And just start to relax down here. Breathing deep. Slowly coming back up, inhale, right arm reaches. And then from here, what we're gonna do is bring the right hand down toward the floor. Left knee comes in the same line as that hand. Left foot presses back on that same line. So all of our limbs here are on one line. Left hand comes to the hip, open. So some of you might stay here. You can also reach that arm up here. Deep breath, heart toward the thumb. Then I want you to bring that top hand behind the head. Inhale, you're gonna open, press into the bottom hand. Exhale, draw the elbow toward the floor. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Breathe in deep. Nice. Back to hands and knees. Cat-cow, 3 rounds. back to your neutral spine. Before we twist here, bring the chin inward enough so that the back of the neck is long. So we're not here and we're not way here. We're kind of in that neutral spine. Beautiful. Take a breath. Exhale. Pressing into that right hand. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And then exhale, thread that needle. Inhale, come up. Awesome. From here, the left hand comes down. I'm going to flip so you can see me. The left hand comes down, left knee comes down, right leg reaches back, coming into our modified side plank. And really feel that foundation. This class is all about roots and foundation and grounding. So I want you to really press that sole of the right foot firmly into the floor, feeling the sole of the foot lift. Maybe you reach the arm up, lifting the sternum toward your top thumb, feeling that deep expansion here. Beautiful. Hand comes behind the head, open. Exhale, round, draw it in. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands and knees. Nice job. My mat is thoroughly covered in sand at this point. I love it though. I love doing yoga in nature because yoga is based off nature. Let's come into a down dog. So curl your toes under, slowly press up and back, keeping the knees a little bit soft here. Start to pedal out the legs, nod the head yes, nod the head no. Start to lift and lower the heels so that we start to pay attention and bring energy into the feet. And then you're going to take a little stroll to the top of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Twice more. Inhale. If you want to add arms, you can add the arms. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, open. And exhale. Go ahead and bring your toes out, heels in. So my toes are off the mat completely. Couple options here. So either a half squat, it's called horse stance. So some of you may just want to bend the knees and grab your ankles. So the toes are way out, coming in this deep squat here. Option 2 is malasana, coming all the way down. So if you've got any issues with the heels lifting way up, you can roll a blanket underneath your heels. Bring your elbows inside the knees. Press the knees slightly away from you and really press into that pinky toe edge side of the foot. Draw your thumbs, your hands toward the heart. Again, finding that nice, tall, long neck. So we're not here, we're not here. We're kind of gazing at that neutral place. Breathe. Take a big sigh. All right, let's lean it over so the right arm reaches. Even if you're in that half squat, you can still reach that arm. Left arm reaches up. Hands to heart. Breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Other side, left hand comes down. Reach the right arm up. Nothing more grounding than a squat toward the earth, right? One more breath here. Exhale deep. Slowly fold forward, bringing the toes toward the front of the mat. And then you can just hang here. You can bend the knees, grab the elbows, and sway. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. We're going to come right back down to the floor. This is kind of a to the floor practice today. Navasana boat pose. Bring your sit bones toward the floor and then coming up into boat pose. If you need something a little more mellow today, just dig your heels into the floor and then reach forward. If you want more of that core activation, you can either grab the backs of the legs, you can reach forward. And then we're practicing our balance here. 3 more breaths. Focusing on that core and then opening the collarbones and the chest. Cross the legs. Inhale, interlace the hands, reach up. Exhale, like you're wading through honey or jello. Nice and slow, bring the arms toward the floor. All right, 2 more times. We're gonna interlace the hands, inhale, and as you lift up and reach through the arms, you're grounding down through your sits bones. Exhale, arms come down. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, touch the earth. Start to, again, remember those roots underneath your sit bones. And now with all 10 fingers on the floor, imagine little roots growing from each finger down into the earth. As we breathe in, we're drawing up the nutrients, the dark, black, cold soil up into our bones. One more breath here. Twist toward the right, left hand toward the right knee, right hand behind, inhale. Press the sit bones down as you lift the chest, and then exhale, gentle twist. Other side, twisting toward the left, right hand to the left knee. Sit up tall, inhale. Exhale, gently twist. Come back to center. We're just going to do little spirals of the spine. So I'm moving primarily with my rib cage. Exhale as I come back. Inhale as I come forward. And then feel free to make it your own. So maybe you just want to stay as is. Maybe you want to let the head go a little bit. Make it more like a snake-like movement. Again, drawing all that energy down, down, down toward the floor. And then switch your direction. Exhale back, inhale forward. Come to a still point in the center. Pause here. Palms face down. So a little tip when you're sitting or meditating and you need more of that calming, grounding, down regulating energy, you want to bring the palms face down on the knees. Exhale, draw the breath down the spine, all the way toward the floor. Inhale deep. Exhale deep. All right, couple more poses here. Reverse tabletop, altar pose, lots of different names for all these poses. We're gonna bring the hands behind the back, bend your knees, and then inhale, lift up and reach. Squeeze your buttocks slightly as you continue to lift, so we're kind of creating like a tabletop shape with the body. So you can keep the chin forward, or if you want, and you want to let the neck go, you can let the neck go. Feel that solid base through the hands and the feet. One more breath. Exhale, come down, butterfly pose, but keep the feet away from you, so it's not a tight one, it's kind of a loose butterfly pose. And just really let that spine round here, chin toward chest. And I do find that visualization helps our practice quite a bit, because where we draw our attention, energy will flow there. So start to just visualize the crown of your head. On the inhale, you're gathering your breath, and then on the exhale, you're drawing that breath down the spine like a waterfall. And just continue to do that. Inhale, skull or top of head. Exhale, bringing it down the spine toward the earth. Just keep doing that. And if you want to stay here a little bit longer, which can be very therapeutic, I invite you to pause this video. Otherwise, slowly start to roll the spine up, vertebra by vertebra. Chin, head comes up last. Take a breath out. Right ear to right shoulder. And draw the chin down, rolling the head. So if you've got a sensitive neck, you could just do half rolls side to side, or you could do a full head roll. And just imagine all that excess Vata in the mind, excess air, too much thinking, too much stuff. Starting to bring that down toward your sit bones. One more circle here. All right. Slowly lift the chin parallel to the floor, pausing here. Feeling that rooted sense of self. And slowly, let's come to the back. Hug your knees into your chest. And then just start this little action here. It's like an old school exercise machine, or the elliptical. Keeping your low back on the floor, just start to kind of reach one knee and then the other. Bring the left sole of the foot on the floor. And then let's just stretch that right leg. So if you have a strap or a scarf or a piece of clothing, you can wrap it around that leg, kind of move it towards you if you'd like. Just keep that low back on the floor. Settle the shoulders down. This feels so grounding just in and of itself, just laying on your back. Quick hip opener here. We're going to cross the right ankle. Some of you might just stay here if you've got really tender hips, or you can hug everything towards you, this supine pigeon. So maybe you grab behind the thigh, maybe the shin. Just be here for just a few breaths. And release. Other side, right sole of the foot plants on the floor. And lift and reach the left leg up now. I often like to not keep the knees super straight unless you want to. Just as long as you're getting a stretch. As we wind down here, start to lengthen the exhale. The inhale represents the morning, fresh new energy. And the exhale represents the evening, the letting go, the settling down. So when we're doing these grounding practices, it's important to focus and prioritize the exhale. It also signals to our nervous system to relax and release. And then coming into our supine pigeon here. So whether you're just reclining or you're hugging everything in, I highly recommend yoga outside. It really enhances the experience. But hey, even your bedroom is great, your office is great, whatever works, whatever you've got. The important thing is that you show up. That's all. Just showing up to your mat. A couple more deep breaths here. Bring both soles of the feet on the earth. We're going to end with that lifting and lowering bridge that we did at the beginning of class. So walking the heels in. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the arms, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, let it fall down like rain. One more time, inhale. Hold the breath in. Exhale, release. And now find a comfortable place for Shavasana. You can stretch the arms out wide, the legs out wide. You could place something under the knees, or you can just bend the knees. Coming back to that breath we did earlier, release, exhale. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just let go of any counting. Let any excess charge or stress you are carrying just settle and melt into the floor below you. Take a sigh. Continue to soften the head, the eyelids, the jaw, the shoulder blades, the chest, low back, pelvis, all the way down the right leg and the right foot, all the way down the left leg and the left foot. The arms relax, palms are soft in this receptive space. Feel free to lay here as long as you'd like. You can always pause this video and lay here for another 10 minutes if you want to. Otherwise, start to make gentle movements, bending the knees, and slowly come to a seat. Bring the hands toward the heart space. Draw the chin down in this gesture of reverence toward the heart, reverence toward the body. We often let our mind take control, but now we're allowing our mind to bow to something bigger than ourselves. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, thank you all for practicing with me. I hope you feel a little bit more relaxed. That's the goal. If you liked this video and you want more grounding practices, please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you all want. So thank you for joining and have a lovely evening.